Us about that is Fox News Medical A team member Dr. Mark Siegel. Dr. Siegel, a new service that'll give us access to our own stuff?
Very important. It's called PicnicHealth, and it's not just reports, Brian. It's not just some paper. They actually put together all the discs you have. They put it together in a timeline from the very beginning when you were a baby till where you are now.
Wow.
And they actually get it onto your iPhone in a portal so you can carry it around.
How do they get it? How do they get the early records?
Well, they got to reach out to the doctors that have had them,
okay.
and they reach out to you through your patient portals.
So a lot of legwork.
A lot of legwork putting it all together. It's actually pretty inexpensive. It's $20 a month for the first, if you don't use it much. If you use it a lot, you could see there it goes up to $40 a month. But that can actually save you money. And we talked to Noga Levener, who's the CEO and co-founder of this. She had Crohn's disease, and she suddenly said, look, I got to get all my records together. So she started this company. Take a listen.
For about the price of a copay, you can make sure that you're not having things like repeat lab tests done by different doctors, because they haven't seen the tests that were done by another doctor, or repeat scans. So really, if you save yourself one unnecessary test or one unnecessary visit to the doctor because you have everything together, you've really more than made up the cost right there. We really just meet the industry and the technology exactly where it is right now. And so that means that if we have to deal with receiving faxes, we deal with receiving faxes. If we have to get CDs, we get CDs. But we take everything and we put it into our system, at which point it can all be very easily accessed from your browser.
Right, you were talking about how long it's been around, a couple of years, and it's really building up steam now. And the real question I asked her is insurance going to cover this? This is something they're trying to work on right now.
So they're in between. It could be something that it would be covered down the road.
Absolutely, hopefully. Now, I actually talked to a patient who had benefited from this, who had a diagnosis missed by one doctor, found by another, because she carried her medical records.
Have you had someone walk into your office and says, I have this, and you've been able to access it, and the quality's good?
Absolutely. It's really good. And I have found, Brian, that if you don't have the ability to know what the doctor before did, you end up repeating things. Sure. And you overlook results that were checked before.
Sure.
Take a look at what one of the patients had to say about this.
It's kind of like a concierge service. I have CT scans on my phone that I can look at and show a doctor if I want to. One of the features I really like is that PicnicHealth interprets the records. I mean, everybody's seen one of those PDFs of their doctor's records. It's totally illegible, I think. So they translate it into plain English, and they pull out the data that's important.
Very handy to have. Affordable, you say. If people are interested in more information, where do they go?
PicnicHealth.com. It can actually save you money, even as it's costing you a little bit a month. I think it's a great idea.
All right.
It sounds great. All right, 10 minutes, 7 foot by the hour.